Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your February 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for those that are returning, thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and positively engaging this channel the way you do. As I tell you guys always, it's a privilege and honor not just to connect and read for you guys, but to ascend with you guys. All right, so thank you. For those that timestamp the reading prior to the prayer, please continue to do so. And for those that are new, if you want to bypass the intro, just see below in the comments. Angel Gang will timestamp this for you, and I will try to remember to pin it. Okay. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's fine. See below my email address. Send me an email. I'll shoot you over a link for my calendar. Just please keep in mind my readings are live. They're not pre-recorded. So like pre-records are not even an option. But if you want to book a live reading with me, send me an email. I'll send you the link. And please ensure that before you block off the calendar that you pay for the session, or else you will be booted out and deleted from it, okay? If you want additional content, I started a Patreon end of 2020. And a little congregation of high priest and high priestesses over there. So if you want additional content like weekly love readings, which can be very colorful, and daily general readings, which are a little bit more specific, but they're like mini versions of these monthlies, catch me over there. All right. See the link below, Patreon.com/Queen Cup. All right. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Krans. And we can get into prayer and get into it. Oh, I want to shout out my buddies from the GTA. They started a pod called Pod About Nothing. Guys, they've been supporters of the platform. You know, they're fellow Angel Gang members, gang. And they are the dumbest idiots I know. I mean, the smartest idiots. The smartest idiots I know. So I'm quite intrigued and excited to see where their podcast goes. I think it will go far. They're taking it super seriously in the sense of like how they're building it. They have producers and studio, and it looks super official, but they're just fun. They're like that in real life. They're total nerds in real life. Like, but they're awesome. They're shout out to the mandem. But anyways, see it below their link if you guys can do me a solid and show up and show out and show them a lot of love, like, share, subscribe, all that. All right. We can get into prayer and get into your spread. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, I think we can just get right into it. Why not, right? Sorry, guys. All right, sorry guys about that. Yeah, let's get into prayer and get into your spread, okay? All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly to the collective sign of Gemini. Please allow me to communicate clearly to them the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So thank you, Father God. Glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. All right, Gemini, let me get right into this and get into this, all right? My beautiful Geminis for February. What are the energies for Gemini for February? Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. First card out, we've got the 5 of Swords. I'm going to take that back because I kind of feel like it's the energies that I just brought into this reading. We'll see. If it comes out again, then I'll take it, but I have a feeling that I drew that energy up. Okay. Let's give it a proper cut. Yeah, that's better. You guys got some good news coming in. Yeah, I knew that 5 of Swords. I mean, it's not to say that you guys aren't dealing with narcissism, low-vibing people, conflict with no resolution. I'm not saying you guys aren't dealing with that, but it's just I felt differently until some weird shit was going down. But anyways, Let's see. Nine of Coins. First card out, you've got the Three of Wands. You guys are preparing to do something, reveal something, end something, restructure something. Some of you are planning a surprise. Next card out, Four of Wands, but it's in reverse. Yeah, some of you guys are planning to move, relocate. Some of you are planning to dissolve a relationship. Yeah, because with the Four of Wands in reverse, there's a foundation that is coming down. There is a change in environment. Like I said, there's a move here. There is a restructuring here. There is the dissolving of something here. Somebody is making plans to end a relationship, leave a home, sell a home. It could be renovations, but if it is renovations of a home, that means that you guys have to leave the home in order for those renovations to occur. You can't do the renovations while you're still there. So again, it would lead to some relocation. Some of you are planning to sell a home, downsize. So move from like a home to possibly a condo. Or some of you are leaving one home to buy a home independently, because some of you are dissolving a relationship where you have children. So you're leaving one home. Or the Star. Some of you are giving up a foundation in order to pursue a wish. Some of you have always wanted to live somewhere, or some of you always wanted to live in a certain way. And like some of you have wanted to upgrade your living circumstances or move to somewhere that is, you know, like some of you, I'm getting like California, like beach, Miami. Some of you want to move closer to, you want to stay in the city. You're not looking to move off of the grid. It's just that you want to move somewhere where it's hot. Some of you are looking to move somewhere where it's hot. Some of you are like, once this house is sold, I'm going to buy a property elsewhere, somewhere hot. This is the Mother of Swords, making preparations to execute something. Nine of Coins under the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, some of you are making preparations to leave a relationship. But if the amount of preparation I feel that is occurring is most likely for like a married couple, because then there's all this logistics, right? There's people who break up with their partners and it doesn't impact each other's lives because they never really merge lives to begin with. But then there's people who are coming out of union with folks, but it's a lot more difficult. It's an actual, like breaking up with somebody is an actual execution of a plan, right? So there's all these logistics associated with what has to be dissolved. It could be legal, you know, it could be going to the courthouse. It could be filing papers. I'm more getting, it's like the splitting up of assets, knowing that you would need to move. It's almost like somebody is going to have to make preparations to be on their own. Some of you are dissolving partnerships career-wise, but you're having to make, I'm getting that these preparations you're doing independently and privately because you want to make sure that you get what it is you deserve out of the dissolvement of a partnership. Some of you are going to see lawyers, divorce lawyers without your partner knowing. Some of you are talking about some of you are talking about dissolving business partnerships with your lawyer before, you guys are making plans to move forward, relocate, travel, or dissolve something, but you're doing it privately because there's some kind of risk that you feel if somebody knew you were making these preparations, they'd be able to interfere, interject, try to change your mind, make it harder than it's supposed to be. So like I said, some of you are going to your lawyer and talking about dissolving a business partnership without talking to your partner about it because you want to know what the legal ramifications are, what you could potentially lose, if it's a good idea to do it now, like all these questions. So it's a little bit of preparations in the background, privately, smartly. Some of you are traveling at night. I don't know what that means. Some of you are on a road trip. Some of you are going on a road trip. I heard, I don't know where I'm going. I just need to get the fuck up out of here. I heard, I don't know where I'm going. I just need to get the fuck up out of here. Don't worry. I feel you on that one. Yeah. And there's the Mother of Swords at the top of the Wheel of Fortune right there. Do you see the birds? So yeah, some of you guys are making preparations to embark in your new timeline. And you guys are doing it privately. Some of you guys are leaving people behind, and certain relationships, business, platonic, romantic, you're leaving them behind, but it's almost like you want to do it privately. You don't want anybody to stop you. So there's a lot of, some of you are making plans and preparations in the nighttime. It's like some of you are waiting for your partner to go to sleep before you do certain things, or you waiting for them to leave for work before you make certain calls. It's like, yeah, I think some of you don't want somebody to know that you are entertaining other options. And it's not, I'm not getting like cheating energy. I'm getting the energy of like, I'm entertaining options, meaning like some of you are trying to decide if you want to embark on a new life alone. Like some of you are really making preparations to leave a relationship. Some of you are making preparations to work independently. You're just juggling whether or not you should stay at this current employer while you're doing this work. Some of you are juggling a side hustle and a main job, which is beautiful because it looks like that side hustle is what gets you to the 9 of Pentacles. Because I'm looking at the colors. I know I'm weird the way I read, right? See the colors? And then the 9 of Pentacles is beside this red. So the way I'm reading it is that you guys got a side hustle. The red is all to the left. And what's to the left is this 9 of Pentacles with this red backdrop. Anyway, it's looking like some of you, your side hustle, what you're cutting off, you're making preparations. Like some of you are prepared to leave an employer. This 4 of Wands is the foundation, that it's your comfort zone. It's your corporate job, your 9 to 5, your whatever the case is. But you guys have been working on some side hustle. So now you're making preparations to build up that side hustle to a point where you would actually be able to resign from a current employer. Some of you get fired or let go, but it's fine because you've already made preparations. So you have money, you have something that you can rely upon. So you're actually not afraid. Some of you feel grateful because you have a side hustle and you just got let go and you've done years at this employer. So you have a nice severance package. And this severance package is just going to fuel your independent, like your side hustle. So your side hustle, and for some of you, I'm seeing the side hustle becoming the main hustle. And what's beautiful is that this side hustle brings you more abundance than you could have imagined. So it's like a blessing in disguise. Some of you go to people and you're like, I got let go. I got a wicked severance package. They're like, what? You can finally go and buy this, this, and this, and take this on the, you're like, yeah, already in motion. Like some of you, this is like, it's like it's a tower moment, but you guys were prepared for it. You guys were prepared. You guys had been working smartly, privately in the background, right? Preparing for change. And the change occurred and you're prepared. You're ready to go. Like I said, you're at the top of this wheel. You guys are showing up in your energy. The Mother of Swords, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. You are at the top of this wheel. Do you know how long it took you to get back up there? So I'm seeing really good developments here. Really good developments. There's the moon. So there's a level of uncertainty that you're being faced with right now. But because of the way you're sitting pretty. You don't even care about, you don't need to be certain. You're really, some of my Geminis are super in the present. You guys are really, really in the present. And that's really good. Judgment. Yeah, you're making a decision. Or a decision has been made about you guys with regards to career, because some of you are going to be let go. With this 4 of Wands in reverse, some of you are let go from a current employer. But I'm telling you, the severance that you get is abundance that you manifested in order to invest in yourself. 9 of Pentacles. You guys are getting the cash that you asked for something, but you're getting it in a strange way. And I'm getting a severance package. So you guys weren't fired. You guys were let go. They have to pay you to let you go. And some of you did a really long tenure. Some of you I'm seeing like 5 to 8 years. That's a nice little check you guys are going to get. and this current employer has no clue that you have a side hustle. Certain people might be shocked that you're not actually as afraid and worried about you losing some kind of employment. And I think it's because you guys have been doing something privately alone. Like the Jamaicans say, you move privately and you move smartly. And Gemini looks like they're doing both right now. And it almost seems like this grand reveal. Oh, wow, the grand reveal. It's the resurrection of you. You might have lost, you might have either broken up, got divorced, lost a job. People do not understand why you are thriving so much and striving so hard. And it's like you can show people better than you can tell them. I tell you guys that shit all the time. You can show them better than you can tell them. And a lot of you guys are going to show them why you made the sacrifices you did, why you were not panicking when certain tower moments occurred, why you were actually grateful for them, why you've remained calm because you had things working in the background. There is no Five of Pentacles. There is no feeling left out in the cold, right? If anything, I think other people are feeling left out in the cold by you, because of this forward movement. I've gotten the Six of Swords. Every time I do collective readings, there's certain cards that come out in all of them, in all the readings. Doesn't matter. I've used different decks for every single reading. As I tell you guys always, be drawn to the title, not so much the sign. Because if the title resonates, there's a good chance that the subject matter of the reading will resonate with you guys. But what was I saying? I went on that fucking rant. This Six of Swords, this is collective. The collective is moving out of this indecision, this dark energy, this not being able to know, see, move forward. It's moving forward from indecision because the the Mother of Swords has gained some kind of clarity about something. So some of you are letting something fall to the wayside because you already gained an internal knowledge. Because some of you were trying to fight to keep something going, keep something alive, keep something intact. And then I think you guys realized it was a futile effort. So you made a decision. You have an internal knowing about something, a truth about something, that something is done, is over. It's like, I don't know, the message left me. Let's see though what else you guys get, my beautiful Geminis, for February. The Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Swords. That is travel. That is relocation. That is moving forward viciously. That is a lot of correspondence. So for some of you, whether it was the dissolving of a relationship, or some of you got let go, laid off, things of that nature. It gets a lot of people to start communicating to you. Is everything okay? What's going on? Da, 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 da. And the fact of the matter is that I don't think people are aware that you've got your eyes on something. You guys are moving forward towards something. You guys are not as freaked out about what you're leaving behind as some of the other people are. There's people very shocked, Gemini, about the decisions that you've made. Some people are shocked at how calm you are amongst a storm. Why are you so calm? Well, because you've made preparations. It's almost like I'm getting like, there's a storm coming. Everyone's freaking out except for Gemini, because Gemini already blocked up the windows, locked everything down. So you were just kind of like, it's almost like I smelt it, or the news has been saying we were having a storm from time. Why didn't you guys prepare? So people are looking at your calmness as if something's wrong with you, but it's because they don't realize how prepared you are, but they're going to find out. They're going to find out because with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, you're about to show them. Yeah, you're about to show them. Look at the colors. You've been planning for this. Look, the colors. Not all the cards are like that. Not all the cards have color like that. So there is these preparations that you were maybe telling people about. I'm more getting you were not, because you knew people didn't have the vision you had. They didn't see the end goal. They didn't see where you were going. right? This is the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, where you were going. They didn't see it, but they're gonna, a lot of people are gonna be like, how did you get here? Like, how did you do this? They're gonna think that this was some kind of like lucky streak. It's so funny how people think you're lucky when you have worked hard, prepared, and aligned yourself for what it is you are about to reap, right? Don't worry about them. Yeah, somebody's confused about how you did it, how you're going to do it, why you're not freaking out, why you're not stressed out. It's almost like they're like, aren't you stressed? Aren't you freaking out? Da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, no. Some people don't know that you've set certain things in motion a long time ago. They don't. It's like the work thing, people freaking out that you've gotten let go and you're actually happy because you just got a check, right? And people are thinking, well, that's not enough. That check isn't enough. Well, they don't understand what you're sitting on, what kind of finances you've already saved, what it is that you're using that severance to reinvest in, which is going to reap even more, put you in a different energy. Justice. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Yeah. With the Justice card, that to me is speaking of you bringing what it was you were preparing privately to light. So it looks like you're ready to reveal something to folks, because the sword in the Justice card is essentially the same sword that this Mother of Air has. It's here. So this is Gemini saying, I know what's best for me. I know what I'm doing. Some of you are taking, this is a new position. Some people are shocked that you haven't discussed things with them, that you're not keeping them in the loop, that they aren't privy to what these preparations and plans are, right? Some people around you, Gemini, are feeling left out. They're feeling like they don't know what's going on with you, what you're going to do, what you're going to decide. Some people are projecting their worry and fear onto you, and you need not receive that or absorb that. It seems like you guys are, yeah, you need not receive that or absorb that. You guys are in a very good position. You guys are going to, it's like I'm seeing you guys being let go, getting a check, and literally, it's like the way you invest that money reaps you amazing rewards. It's like you invest it in yourself. You actually bet on yourself and say, I'm going to take this severance. I'm going to invest in this business that I've been building up on the side, and I'm going to see me reap from this. And you do. This Ace of Wands, Son of Wands in reverse, Father of Cups, Seven of Swords. Oh, wow. Daughter of Swords, Father of Wands. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Somebody is watching you. I know, what's new, right? No, but seriously, somebody is watching you, but they're watching you because they plan to come forward to you and take action. That's why. With the Magician, there's something that they want, that they see you have. Yeah, you have something somebody wants, and I'm not getting it malicious. I'm not getting like theft or extortion or something of this nature. Like nothing of that. I'm getting more like somebody is looking at you and saying, that's what I asked for. That's mine. I deserve that. But somebody wants to approach you, but they want to be cautious that they don't come across in a Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords energy. They want to come forward in the King, the Father of Pentacles and Wands energy. Okay, this is very mature, practical. This is very dominating energy, meaning that this person has really solidified their confidence. They know what they want. This person is very strategic. So this doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, right? But it not necessarily. Like for some of you, this is an employer coming to you because you're specialized in something. Meaning there's not a lot of people who have the area of expertise that you do, or maybe just not at that level. And it's like somebody is coming to you, an employer, somebody is coming to you and saying, I see you and I need you. I want you for what I am doing. You know, we'll take you from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, which was here. That's no problem. We'll give you the creative control, the leadership, and the funding, the budget to do what it is we want you to do. It's like somebody wants to bring you on board in a really big way. Somebody is watching, researching. Somebody is maybe asking people in the industry about you. And if that's the case, it's more of a high-level job. Some of you in like CEOs, GM, VP positions. It's almost like you might be poached, but prior to being poached, you're being watched, observed, talked about, discussed. So if somebody does poach you and reach out to you, know that they have been watching you. Some of you are looking at your LinkedIn and you're wondering why certain people are hitting you up on there, or you know how you can view if somebody's viewed your profile. You're looking at somebody and saying, huh, I wonder why they viewed my profile. You'll find out. You'll find out shortly. They're going to end up reaching out to you. They're just doing some preliminary, you know, preliminaries. They're creeping you. The world. Yeah, you'll hear about them soon. Yeah, because some of you are going, why are these people viewing my shit? Some of you get a big increase on your hits on LinkedIn, and it's because you're being vetted for something. Somebody wants to poach you for something. Some of you updated your profile maybe on LinkedIn saying that you're available. And now all of a sudden you're realizing the activity on your LinkedIn is really increasing because people, you know, people see that. People are curious about where you're going. Some of you are going to keep it a secret. Some of you are resigning from an employer, keeping it a secret. Some of you are resigning from an employer, but you're not telling them where you're going. You don't want them to know yet. Some of you aren't going to update your LinkedIn profile because you don't want anybody to know. Mother of Pentacles, there's the pair. Somebody feels like you are an ideal match to them, but they either feel you're inaccessible or they don't know how to approach you. They want to do it in a way that it's almost like first impressions are important. So they want to make sure that they put the best impression. Somebody wants something from you. They want you to work for them. They want you to work with them. They want you as an investor. They want, somebody wants to invest in you, build you up. Shit. Oh, wow. With this here, somebody regrets not going down a path with you. Somebody regrets abandoning you on that path, which essentially was abandoning themselves because they abandoned you on this path, but look at them all lonely in some dark place. How the hell did you get up? How'd you get there, man? Right? I don't feel that this is you, Gemini. I mean, it could be, but I'm feeling that somebody feels that they made a mistake not going down a certain path with you. So now it's like, I don't even get this person is considering returning. I think they're just hanging their head and going about their business. They're just reflecting, saying, oh, that could have been me. I could have had a better life. It would have been better for me if I chose a different path. Somebody is questioning their strength to return back and address something. Someone's going to reach out to you on Valentine's Day. I don't really celebrate these pagan holidays, but somebody's going to reach out to you on Valentine's Day. But it's the person who it is. It's someone that has some kind of regrets, sadness, anger, not anger, regrets, sadness. Could be somebody from the past returning back, and they might return around Valentine's, like using that as an opportunity. I mean, I don't know. You guys care more about these pagan things than I do. The Six of Cups. Yeah, there's somebody returning from the past who has regrets. The Mother and the 3. The Ace. Some of you are confused of whether or not you want to actually open up to somebody who hurt you, who's trying to resolve that. Somebody feels ashamed about how they dealt with you, and they tried to kind of just move forward without addressing you or acknowledging it or doing right by it. Whatever they're being confronted with karmically is just, I mean, they can resist as much as they want, but it looks like the divine is trying to get somebody to come and do right by you. And it's funny though, it's like the divine wants them to do right by you, but they also want this person to do right by themselves. And somehow I feel like ego, it's almost like somebody realized a while ago that they went down the wrong path, that they shouldn't have left you behind, that they should have went forward with you. They realized this a while ago. Their ego got them to continue down this path that they now regret. Somebody really thought that they would get over what they did to you, that they just thought that they really left you behind. But I think, honestly, I think they're realizing they were left behind. Yeah, yeah. Somebody thought they left you behind, but essentially they got left behind because they're the ones hanging their head in the dark. So I do think somebody from the past is going to come and return back. But I told you guys there is heavy karmic resolution energy here happening. Conflict resolution that is karmic. It's the divine trying to bring everybody back to a 0 point. A clean slate, a fresh start. And all that means is you're going to embark on a new karmic cycle where you're going to learn a bunch of shit that we can read and chat about for another year or whatever. Right? So it's like, yeah, some of you, there's some kind of resolution, conflict resolution, because with the mother and the 3 of swords, some of you haven't really, like this defensiveness about giving or receiving your cup of love. It's like this defensiveness is going to be relieved when you actually let somebody come through and try to heal this, make right by this, offer your cup, offer their cup. Like there's this sense of this heartbreak still lives on for some of my Geminis. Some of you didn't realize that the heartbreak that occurred from many people from the past, in the past, actually made you not open to love, affection. It actually got you to stop being as compassionate and loving towards people because you just felt like you would end up regretting it like you always do, right? So yeah, it's some resolutions here. Yeah, there's the healing and reflecting. So you let somebody come in and bring healing and offer the truth to you and kind of reconcile. What it does is it takes you, Gemini, out of the 3 of swords and puts you in the 4 of swords. So now you're just reflecting over it and healing. You're not actually impacted by the heartbreak anymore. Something is going to come in that takes you from the 3 of swords energy into the 4 of swords energy, which means you're not actually feeling this heartbreak. You're just reflecting and healing from it. So the more you heal and reflect and come to resolve, and you'll gain a lot more strength. All right, you'll move forward to your new timeline. You've got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. The 9 plus the Ace is the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups is here under this giant pile somewhere. Somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. Somebody sees you living your best life, and they are trying to offer you their cup. They're offering you their 1 cup because they want all of your 9. The good life that you're living. This was the path that they abandoned, that they thought was shit, wasn't worth anything. You went down your path regardless, and now you're living the 9 of Cups. And this person wants to offer you the Ace of Cups to bring you to this 10, come into union, da-da-da-da-da-da. It's weird. In this reading, it's seeing very like, it's like they want to give you 1 cup for your 9. Some of you are like, I don't know. I don't know. And there's the pair. For some of you, there is somebody, because yeah, there's a pair here. There's 2 pairs here. Some of you, this is somebody realizing that they made the wrong decision. Look at their eyes. Oh, shit. Yeah. Father of Swords energy. Oh, shit. It's like somebody was careless. They took their cigarette and they flicked it at a gas station and the gas station exploded. It was like somebody made a very careless mistake, put themselves out in the cold. Yep, there's the 5 of coins. There's somebody put themselves in the cold because they decided to invest and commit elsewhere. That didn't bring them back the results that they need. There they are out in the cold again. There's the 5 of coins again. And now they're wanting to come back. They're determined to come back, go over conflict, address this so that they can drop the burden, because essentially they really want this high priest, the Hierophant really wants this high priest to accept this offer. I don't know. I don't know. 9 to 5 ain't buying me what I buy or hire me what I drive my niggas. They slide. Everyone's I'm hearing like music playing in my ears. Yeah, I think it's after this reading, I'm just gonna upload, get ready to post, and then it's my turn. I've been in like doing these, like, you have to understand this is like 10 to 12 hours of straight channeling. Feels like by the end that I'm not even in reality. Anyways, somebody is intrigued. Some of you are going to receive something to your home and you're very intrigued. Some of you, it's like an anonymous gift or letter, but you know exactly who sent it, but there's no like signature or anything like that. So you're very intrigued. Some of you get a letter. Some of you receive a package. Some of you receive a package or a letter and it's unsigned and you're like, who the fuck? Like, you know who it is. A lot of you will know who it is, but maybe question it. It's somebody from the past. Somebody from the past. The Four of Wands. It's somebody you had a foundation with, somebody you could have lived with before, because this is the Four of Wands, house and home. This is also the house, 4-4. So this could be somebody that you've, 4-4-4. Wow, there's a lot of fours. Yeah, some of you could have lived with this person. Maybe not, it doesn't really matter, but there was a conflict in the past that wasn't resolved, that I believe the divine is trying to bring to resolution so it can bring you guys to a clean slate. At the very least, though, this is somebody trying to come back from the past, all right, to address something that they might not have addressed back then that they want to address now. Somebody is sending something to your home. You are intrigued. You know this is somebody from the past. You know when you receive this, what it's for and why and from who. So don't lie to yourself and try to say, I don't know. You know exactly who and what. Because I'm getting the, yeah. Yup. Somebody is sending something or sending you something, whether it is communication or something like an actual package to your home. Some of you are getting jail mail. Like somebody from jail is going to send you a letter and you're going to wonder how they even had your address. Or why they're reaching out to you after this long from prison. Either way, though, this is somebody did some shicey shit in the past. Yeah, somebody did some shicey shit in the past, and I feel like this person tried to leave this behind. They didn't want to address it. They didn't want to make right by it, but something is forcing them to do it, and I don't know. Something is forcing them to do it. This is the cage. Somebody is trapped in thoughts, emotions. Something is being limited. Somebody is realizing they're limited. And I personally think it's because you were what they were asking for. It was almost like, I get that energy. A lot of people will ask for things from God. God will give it to them and they'll dispose of it because they don't see the worth and the value, only to look for that exact thing and then wonder why they're haunted by an opportunity that they rejected or a person that they didn't choose to work with or treated poorly that they shouldn't have. Who, first of all, nobody should be treated poorly, but there are certain people who deserve this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll cut the dog shit, you know, out of somebody who comes for me when I didn't send for them. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'm getting the impression that some of you weren't dealt with in a just way. And somebody might be reaping the karma of that. But it's more than just reaping the karma. I feel like somebody wants something and they realize it's with you. Somebody wanted a certain lifestyle only to see you live that lifestyle. So now they want to return back to you, not just because of you, but because of the lifestyle you lead. Yeah, some of you are going to be challenged. Somebody is going to come to your home, send something to you, communicate to you, or reach out, and you're going to be challenged to either forgive and sweep this under the rug as this has been dealt with. This is, I'm truly leaving this, I'm forgiving this, and we're going to put this to bed. We're going to sweep this out. This is done. Some of you are going to be challenged to either do that or lash out, attack, become violent. Like some of you, because that's what the whip is. You can either punish somebody or you can sweep it under the rug and no harm, no foul. Some of you are going to be struggling with saying no harm, no foul. Yeah, some people are talking about the move. Some of you guys are moving real privately, man. And people are gossiping about what your next move is. Some people are talking about your opportunities. Oh, she blew that. Oh, she didn't do that. But they have no idea you've been making preparations for other opportunities. Right? Some people are talking about the change that's occurring. Have you seen Gemini? They're so this, that, and that. They've changed. Da, 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 da. Gemini's looking really good. Yeah, some people want to return back to you, man, but I see you with the whip. Some people you are going to sweep the conflict under the rug. The other people you are going to threaten to come off of your bumba-clot porch. Okay, right? So it really depends. Some of you are cleaning house. Some of you are decluttering. Some of you realize you've been hoarding things, and it has been making your house not feel comfortable. Some of you, yeah, I'm feeling this is peace. Somebody wants to send a peace offering to your home. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, and there's the clover. They're hoping that they're lucky. This is the Six of Pentacles. Somebody is hoping that you receive. Okay? It's like somebody giving you flowers. You could either take the flowers and say thanks, or you can slap the fucking vase out of their hand and say, what the fuck? Like, you're going to be challenged with how you receive. Somebody hopes that they're lucky enough that the actions that they take, you receive them. Their sentiment, their gesture, their gift, whatever. They're hoping to God that you receive them. Yeah, these are plans and preparations. The Three of Wands again. Some of you have plans and preparations and are moving smartly and privately, and there's somebody mirroring you. Okay, it's like somebody else has private plans that they're moving smartly and privately, and they're about to like show up at your fucking door, and you're gonna be like, what the hell? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Skeeth. That sudden endings. Some of you are going to move without telling anybody. Some of you are going to relocate without telling anybody. And that's like purposeful. You want somebody to feel abandoned because of what they did to you, something of that nature. It's a bit of spiteful energy. Yeah, communicate. There's the letter again. Somebody might want to communicate with you that they've finished something, that they're no longer working. Like you might have asked for somebody's help or to work with you on something and they couldn't because they were tethered or committed to something else. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up. Okay. I don't even know where I left off, but I've got to wrap this up. There's a lot of interference I'm getting in this reading, and it's just because of what I'm going through personally, but everything's good, not to worry, okay? We'll pull from the Archetypes deck, and we will wrap, all right? Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels. Spread. Yeah, some of you guys are about to birth a whole new beginning, and because of all the preparations you did privately in the background, no one is going to understand how the hell you got where you got, how you did what you did, why it's all happening so fast. And to you, you're like, it's not happening fast. I've been in preparation for this from time. It only looks fast to you because you weren't paying attention. You're not actually as close to me. You weren't involved. Like, it's like people just love reality TV. They think things can happen in 45 minutes. It's like, no, bitch. It's like I put beer effort and work into getting where I am right now. That's why I wasn't worried. That's why I wasn't stressed. That's why I wasn't tripping out. I had faith in what I was doing, the efforts I was putting in, what God was telling. It was divinely guided for me. How about that? You know, it's like that kind of energy. It's like people are like, oh, you're so lucky. It's like I told you guys, I ain't lucky. I'm blessed, bitch. Okay, there's a huge, huge difference. The devil will have you feeling lucky. God will have you feeling blessed. Okay. All right. The self. Love that. All the color. Just love that. Shout out to Kim Krans. Her decks are awesome. Taught me a lot too. XXIX. There. Okay. The self, the soul, the witness, and the watcher. I heard Dre's the watcher. Anyways, the soul, the witness, and the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place and leads us to experience that's full of breadth, BREADTH of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? Are you the student or the teacher? Are you the leader or the follower? In most situations, our ego draws us to the cauldron where the swirl spins and smolders in chaos, yet the self is a gracious culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become more the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. When light, witnessing, accepting new aspects of self. When dark, disjointed, fatigued, diffused energy and purpose. Go deeper. Watch Robert Bly reads Kabir's poem, The Clay Jug. If this card is perplexing for you, you are on the right track. It challenges us to expand our sense of identity beyond the little self, and the ego resists such movement. Oh my God. It's no surprise that two central mantras in the yoga tradition concern themselves with the self. Experiment with Soham, I am that, and Satnam, true identity. Yeah. It's funny because I felt confused reading it, and then it was like, if you are feeling confused, you are on the right track. If it challenges us to expand our self of identity beyond the little self and the ego. I have been so dealing with the ego after that shadow video I did. My ego was triggered. It was like I had been dealing with a lot of the trauma associated with, you know, my shadow, and then didn't realize that there were all these unconscious habits and projections and dialogues that, like, these insecurities that were breeding this narcissism in me. And it was just like, I went deeper and revealed more of the true self. Ask God to strip you of everything, and he will, man. Because I asked God to strip me of everything, but I was consciously aware. There's things I was consciously aware of. He's stripping me of shit I wasn't even consciously aware of. And I'm thanking him same way. All right. Anyways, guys, that's your spread for February. I love you. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Talk about how the reading resonates, but talk about, if it doesn't, what you guys are dealing with and subject to, what your downloads, dreams have been looking like. All right. And for personal readings, queencuptarot@gmail.com. For Patreon, Patreon.com/Queen Cup for daily and weekly content. And until the next time I see you guys, keep letting your inner angels live. Yeah. Okay. Ciao. Mwah.